This is a story that will inspire you to embrace change and discover the strength within you. Every journey begins with a single step, but what happens when that step takes you from being a boy to becoming a man? Today, we'll tell the story of Jacob, a young man who went from daydreams and doubts to confidence and clarity. This is the story of transformation, a story of embracing responsibility, purpose, and identity. Meet Jacob, a 17-year-old, is in his messy bedroom covered with posters of superheroes and video game characters. Like most teenagers, Jacob had big dreams. He wanted to be a professional gamer, a rock star, and maybe even a YouTube sensation. But there was one problem. Jacob wasn't doing anything about it.
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'll start. I'll clean this room, I'll work on my guitar skills, and maybe even record that video I've been planning. Tomorrow is the day.
But tomorrow never came. Jacob's days turned into weeks and weeks into months. He wanted change, but he wasn't ready to embrace the challenge. Act 2, the wake-up call. Jacob's father knocks on his door, enters, and sits down on the edge of his bed. He said,
"Jacob, we need to talk. You're going to be 18 soon. Have you thought about what's next? College, work, your future?"
Jacob answered,
Yeah, Dad, I've got plans, just not ready to share them yet.
"Son," said the dad,
Planning is great, but action is what makes a difference. Let me tell you something. When I was your age, I thought time was endless. Then one day I woke up and realized I'd wasted years waiting for the perfect moment. You don't want that.
Those words stuck with Jacob. That night, as he lay in bed, he stared at the ceiling and replayed his dad's advice over and over. Something had to change. Act 4, embracing the challenges. Jacob wakes up early, groggy but determined. He makes his bed and starts cleaning his room. Every transformation begins with a small step. For Jacob, it was as simple as cleaning his room.
Okay, this feels good. What's next?
What's next was setting goals, real ones. Jacob wrote down 3 things he wanted to accomplish in the next year: learn a skill, build confidence, and find a purpose. Act 4, embracing the challenges. Jacob signs up for a public speaking class despite being terrified of speaking in front of people. The first goal was building confidence. For Jacob, that meant stepping out of his comfort zone. Jacob nervously stumbles through his first speech while the class politely applauds.
That was awful, but hey, I survived.
And that's the thing about growth. It's uncomfortable at first, but every attempt makes you stronger. Jacob improves over time, delivering speeches with more poise and connecting with his audience. Act 5, discovering purpose. Jacob volunteers at a community event and helps teach kids basic guitar skills. Through giving back, Jacob discovered something powerful. Purpose isn't about what you get, it's about what you give. Jacob smiles as the kids strum their first chords, and their excitement inspires him.
Maybe I'm not meant to be a rock star. Maybe I'm meant to teach others how to find their passion.
Act 6, the man emerges. 1 year later, Jacob stands on a stage, addressing a crowd at a community event. Jacob's transformation wasn't about changing who he was. It was about uncovering who he was meant to be.
A year ago, I was stuck. I thought my dreams were too big and my fears were too strong. But I learned that small steps lead to big changes. If I can do it, so can you.
The crowd erupts in applause as Jacob smiles confidently. From a boy who dreamed big to a man who took charge, Jacob's story is proof that transformation is possible for anyone willing to take the first step. Jacob has transformed from a boy with dreams into a man with purpose. His journey reminds us all that we too can embrace change, overcome challenges, and discover the greatness within. So what are you waiting for? Transform the boy and embrace the man. If this video inspired you, like, share, and subscribe. Your journey starts today. Subscribe for more inspiration.